Good morning, boys. Here we are back on Nasdaq. I'm gonna make a quick outlook on NQ real quick. So on the daily, as we can see, monthly high, monthly low still staying intact. On the weekly, we did take the previous week high, previous week low was already taken. So if we go on the weekly, this is rather easy to understand. But we took these two weekly highs and we are kind of rejecting from them. We still don't have any week on the 1st of January. The monthly opening is here. Again, we do still have so much liquidity resting about the monthly, and definitely, we definitely are using this at level, but my focus is mainly on the daily. So this is the buy side of the leg, and this is the pullback. So I'm rather more interested in the left PD arrays, such like this volume imbalance, this big propulsion block. So those are levels that I'm interested in, as well as this CB coupled with the imbalance around this two. We do have a CB here, so you could technically use both, but as you can see, price yesterday opened on this upper quadrant on the CB, on BZ that gets inverted. We left an in volume imbalance, and price did what? Touched the volume imbalance I was looking for, making SMT with ES. So again, ES took the high. We did have a kind of some weird SMT. We had that. Right now, we do have this volume imbalance that would be seen as a propulsion block too. So somehow like this, well, whatever. And we really failed to take all-time high again. So weird, but still there. I love to see these signatures here on the 50% of the volume imbalance. It's telling me that probably we are making a major swing high. If that doesn't, it's not a thing. Well, we do have this BZ over here coupled with the volume imbalance. So you could actually have it like this, but technically this is the right way to map it out. So I hope you have it like this in this case. So let's go on the 4 hour. The 4 hour, we are seeing some signatures of bullish order flow in here. Finally, we do have something really cool. Right now, we just recently took the sell side underneath this 4 hour low. So, bias is still not really confirmed. I still think price could potentially go for the monthly high, but we do have a first sign of weakness. That could be a sweep. We don't really know. We do have what here? An inversion. So this is a key level to use, as I mentioned before. We are watching the buy side of the leg, and then when price is delivering the sell side, we want to see this level getting respected. If it doesn't get respected, then we can think about using the other levels to come up. But right now we are thinking about selling. Why selling then? Well, again, I have my daily level mapped out. So right now price, if it wants to really go up and take the first buy side here and then this one, then it should definitely get stronger and go up. As you can see, we left a swing high or a swing low here. I don't really think price need to come back there. I actually would just like to see continuations from this 9 a.m. candle. So if he gets a sweep here, I don't know, I might stay out today because tomorrow is NFP. So today is probably the lowest probability day in the week. Anyways, still I like buys. If we see signatures of shorts, then this sell side resting from Monday is your go-to target, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much what I think about NQ. We're delivering on a CB right now, but mostly my focus is on this daily level. So let's go on the 15-minute. You can see how yesterday, perfect delivery. We had the buy side of the curve using the daily levels. We took buy side, we respect the levels. This is where our buy came from. And then we saw another SMT here with ES. The ES was dropping yesterday, but Nasdaq stayed strong. We did have this manipulation at 10:30, and then a big nice continuation here using these levels of a, this move. You can see how price touched the 50% of this, makes our order block, continues, makes breakaway gaps, and touch what the volume imbalance on the daily to the 50%. So that's a very precise level. And we do take previous week high and the daily swing here. Then what happens? Price drops, goes away from the 50% CA, comes back, touches what? This is the lower quadrant, right? See, perfectly. And then delivers lower, making what? A CB. Nice. We don't want to see the CB getting filled if we're bearish. And if we do see this getting filled, we just want to see the 50% of it staying open. This is what happens. Then they make one again, another, and they're attacking what? Sell-side liquidity, resting from 9 a.m. and London liquidity. See, 9 a.m. and 30 and London liquidity. It gets tricky here. This is Asia. So today this could be a potential really cool target. And yeah, that's pretty much what we do. This is London low. We made some accumulation over here, and I honestly don't expect much because the daily draws are met. So today is gonna be rather difficult session. I will just check the chart, but I wouldn't really engage with full risk. If I see something, definitely I'm gonna click it if it's really clean, but it needs to be really confirmed, because currently price could easily go up and take this buy side edge. It could take the sell side. We don't know. Both sides are open. It could do this. Okay, so pretty good so far. Levels that I'm interested in today is, of course, the midnight open and the opening at 8:30. So seeing this already, I'm thinking I don't want to short if we stay below the New York Open. So if anything, I would like to see some shorts from here, or maybe from here, or it could happen something like this. Who knows? Those are the criteria. Then you need to follow price on the basis of the higher time frame. So you won't just use the 1 minute only, but you need to use the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the 30 minute, the daily. I'm always checking the higher time frame. I don't want to get tricked in an entry that is only related to the maybe 1 minute, 5 minute. No, I want to use the 4 hour, the hourly, because those are the time frames that are going to give you the best runs, because they are big time frame and they have a lot of range to print. So this is day 30 news. So we do have some wiki here that I would like to engage. Now we can check ES again. We do have a bunch of equal lows resting here. This is probably a week. Looks like a news week. It's kind of weird. Definitely an interesting level. Would like to see what happened there. Also, this one here is really big candle, but we did engage this buy side, resting sell side, resting 8:30 high here. So follow your model, follow your rules, wait for the right time, and then you should be fine in a day like this one today too. But honestly, just preserve capital for better days, because you don't want to get in an entry the day before of a big event, right? That would be kind of stupid. So yeah, that's kind of it for Nasdaq. So follow your bias, follow your setup, your model, or whatever you do. Just stay focused, don't lose track of what we do, right? So again, 8 a.m. high, really cool target for now. I want to see if we can go there, or if we get sensitive around these areas. Let's check the regular trading hour gap. Always important to do this one. So as we can see, okay, yeah, I was forgetting about them. Let's drive them here. So you want to have yesterday first presented, Tuesday and Monday one on your chart. You know, there is resting sell side from Monday, see 50%, and we do have this one too, a little bit higher, slightly higher. And then we do have this sell side resting below the first presented. I'm not gonna map out that. It's gonna get very busy. I don't want that. But you know, I know that that's there. Yesterday we filled the gap. This is the low from yesterday, regular trading hours. So I do want to see that too. So let me do this, clone. And let's have this one on the chart too. This sell side liquidity is, okay, it's taken. Right. Okay, so we also took this one, but technically the sweep happened in electronic trading hours. So when we open today, also see how, you know, sensitive this level will be. So when we open today, this two buy side and sell side and still not engaged because you saw the regular trading hours, right? So that's a thing. And I'm forgetting about putting this level. Usually I don't put it because when the market opens, I start, you know, putting the gradient levels on the chart. But you know, if you want to, you can just go on the last closure, put, you know, the black draw, whatever you like, and write down regular trading hour open, and you're gonna see it on the right side. And then you go on electronic, and you can see how the open will be here. So my question is, can we just go there before going down, or are we going down before filling the gap? So I'm really using those levels as a reference point, and I'm using the first presented fair value gap as a sort of, you know, like a boat that tells me where are we going, or where I expect price to go. So yeah, that's kind of it for today. Enjoy your day. Don't risk too much again. Then let's go on CL, crude oil. So I want to keep talking about this because yesterday I mentioned how I wanted to see price rejecting this low, and that's what's happening. So we get a little bit busy here. I mentioned this week I wanted to see if we can use that one and not go below that, because I don't want to see this low getting taken. So right now we already took previous day high, and we are getting again inside this big busy. So I want to see if now price can keep going up. I would like to see new week opening up as a target today, and maybe closing above it, and then, you know, tomorrow continuing higher into these equal highs. That is buy side to me at the current moment. I never traded this asset, but oil, but I mean, I think it's good. Sorry, I can't talk while I'm writing. So yeah, so if we check the 4 hour, we had the sweep yesterday. Previous day low is not taken, but it's perfect because we expect continuations. We do see an order block forming here, a change in stable delivery, and we can measure this week, you know, to then price close above it and hold it. Again, my target is new week opening up first, and I want to see closure. And then it shouldn't be so hard to continue higher because we do have a big liquidity pool there, and we have low resistance liquidity around on the left. So I don't expect price to get like this, but I do expect price to, you know, get like this. So this is probably the best area to get in a buy. So if you checked London session today, this was an amazing trade opportunity where we do have the open price drops, takes, you know, goes into this busy here, reacts perfectly, close with a bullish engulfing, and continues. So this is a breakaway gap, first entry, this is your another entry, and then you get a field of the fair value gap that is amazing, and we keep expanding from that. So I think it's a really good asset right now. The 1 hour is very nice, very bullish. Also see how we close above the volume imbalance. We touch it again. Can we touch the 50%? No. Yeah, we touch it and we reject it. So if we go on the lower time frame, you definitely see something here, right? This is a very ugly 1 minute candles, probably because of the volume of it. But you can see how, you know, price coming in, makes an order block, makes a busy here. You can get involved in this one, and you get immediately displacement out of that, and you can use the levels to guide you. You could take something like this. You could even take this one, or maybe covering the busy. So, you know, up to you. But you know, you can do amazing things when you have a bias and when you have a good drop. So, well, that's it for oil, CL. And yeah, let's see what happens when I'm gonna see, you know, very good setups. I'm gonna show you. For now, I'm just waiting to get a cleaner engagement on this one. I would have liked to be already long in this. Likely New York is not providing a lot in this asset lately, because we are only getting the moves to the downside, which I don't take because I'm bullish on the asset. So you know, let's wait a little bit. Let's see what happens. Again, you have my bias, and I'm gonna keep you updated on it. So yeah, this is gonna be a raw video. I'm not gonna edit these videos because everything I'm saying is relevant. I'm talking about bias, I'm talking about my thought process. I think if I could have had someone doing this for free on YouTube a while ago, like ICT did, I would have been, you know, my learning curve would have been shorter. I would be a better trader right now. But yeah, that's it, and hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe, and see you for the trade recap if I take something, or later maybe I'm gonna post something. So thank you for your attention. Have a good day. Bless you.